Hello, good day. Assignment task 1 overview. A very quick overview of the case. So, briefly, as VP of Procurement, Sarah was asked to demonstrate an awareness of the current issues facing global supply chains with relevance to the airline and aviation sector. As you know, FlySafe is an airline. This must also involve some assessment of the market, environment, and how the macro factors are currently impacting the industry. Some discussion that pertains to the now aging aircraft fleet and the responsibility of FlySafe to promote environmental sustainability must also be part of the discussion. So it's a report, and because it's a report, Sarah is expected to give an overview of supply chain management, a theoretical perspective, and then Sarah will move on to discuss, and you will be Sarah, of course. Sarah will move on to discuss the benefits of supply chain management, or the benefits supply chain management can pass on to the aviation sector. So we have here improve vendor relationships, and this is very relevant to the case. Reduce logistics cost, promote single sourcing if you so desire. Dual sourcing, if you so desire as well. Improve the quality of goods and services, reduce inventories, and so on and so on. So you will try to use issues in the case and highlight the fact that supply chain can address some of those issues in the case, Discuss, we move on now, discuss with research. So you will be sourcing from academic or non-academic sources. Discuss with research the issues facing supply chain, particularly in the aviation sector. All right. So this is a broader perspective now, not so much in relation to the case, but you're looking at what's happening outside of the case study. All right. So again, discuss with research the issues facing supply chains, particularly in the aviation sector. All right. As we might know, so in aviation, one major issue for aircraft manufacturers is delay. All right. Delay is a problem, delay in getting sub-assemblies. And even in the airline industry, they are also faced with delay for spare parts, I'm sure, as well, high fuel prices and so on, right? So do some research. Finally, you are required to, that's my last pointer, discuss how various market factors, right, like pestle factors, those external factors, have impacted the airline industry and how these factors are likely to influence supply chain decisions in the industry currently for FlySafe, for example, and in the not too distant future. You can also consider internal factors which can be explored. So some of the internal challenges airlines might be faced with, I know, might be, well, not so much now, would be shortage of labor or shortage of skilled labor. That might be an internal challenge. One I am absolutely sure about is finance, all right? Capital is a big challenge for all airlines, whether you look at it from the aircraft manufacturing part of the aviation business or the airline business, capital is always a main problem, right? And social factors as well. Now, listen, if people are flying more, then you will require, as in the case of FlySafe, you will require more maintenance, more goods and services, more MROs, more maintenance, repair and operating supplies. So that is an example of how social factors, or economic as well, because if people are flying, it means that they have more disposable income. So this will have an impact on the entire industry. Well, a positive impact, right? And you can look at the negative side too if people aren't flying, right? So these are the guidelines for task 1. Sorry, and there's one more thing. You need to speak about the sustainability issue with the old aircrafts. I think we need to have a conversation on that. Have a conversation on the old aircrafts, what supply chain intervention can address that? How can supply chain address the issue of having all these old aircrafts and maybe try to avoid it from happening again? Because in supply chains, supply chains have a responsibility to help reduce the carbon footprint of the organization, right? One idea I might have might be to look at the life cycle of the item and maybe consider in the future selling off these assets before they get to the end of life, right? But it's something for you all to think about, but it must be discussed. That is task 1 of our supply chain program. Bye.